looking for an old script. I was in my home, front street, cool, kept full of shit like that. I've been back in a couple years. I've been trying to stand. I've been getting money, nigga. I've been talking shit. 5 piece, 10 piece, 20 piece, nigga. I ain't talking about these niggas, nigga.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, OMG Dex 300, and this is the Corner Store Podcast. We got somebody in the building now. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of fucking street legends out there. A lot of street legends down there. This cat right here is known. And when I say known to the point of, goddamn, he know a lot of motherfucking people. He is dope to the 50th degree. I want to welcome special guest, San Diego's finest.
No, I'm from LA, my nigga.
Let's go then.
I'm from, alright, so look. I'm like the mayor of San Diego unofficially. I'm like a lieutenant governor.
See, that threw me off because I've been listening to your music all day.
Yeah.
There's a song called Diego and all that. So I figured, I started to think.
Right.
But I have it on here that is featuring guests, LA's finest, FnGHAZE.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I brought my co-guest with me, my man, Empress baby in the building. So let me say this, man. Dex, first and foremost, baby, I appreciate
you for showing up. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? To get cats of your magnitude to even bless my humble abode, bro, with your presence. Come on, now.
Listen, not like that, but I'm a regular nigga in a superstar body. That's all it is, bro. I'm regular as fuck, bro. I can't hold you. And the other part about it is, too, bro, I feel like I'm one of them type of people that watch how you treat people at any time, not only on your way up, but especially on your way up. Because that same nigga might kick your ass in the face while you're sliding down, or he might give you a hand up. So, you know what I'm saying?
Much respect.
Yeah,
Much respect on that.
And honestly, bro, you pulled up on me at the EHA show. Let them know about EHA and what we do right there.
Yeah.
And who you are and where to follow you. And all
please do.
So I'm Empress. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Empress Plays, PLAYYZ. So we host these events. It's called EHA Productions, Empress FnGHAZE, and so we have like after hours. We do open mics. A lot of it is like giving back to the artists and like our community. So we try to find ways to do it like in fun ways and like what everybody's doing right now.
That sounds dope. I appreciate you letting the people that do fuck with me know about that because I had no clue. I want you though to let us know about what you just came from, what you hosted tonight, what you host quite often. Stoner Gangs, please let them know about that.
So look. First off, man, I gotta give myself a real introduction too. My motherfucking name is FnGHAZE.
Let's go.
Slauson Ave, motherfucking
Let's go.
Deputy, nigga.
Let's
you
go.
You know how we stepping, bro. I got like 15 years in the game. Strong, I'm proud of that shit. I love the progress that I've made. I love the people that I've helped along the way. I love the people that I've learned from along the way. I'm just blessed. I couldn't have done this shit without myself. I wouldn't have a name if it was just on my own strength. The reason that my name even means anything is because the people that fuck with me. The streets, the cities, the communities, everybody.
I second that. And I'm gonna tell you why. This guy right here, there's a lot of artists that people don't know about that have huge followings. Huge followings. To the point where they're all over town. I'm like, this dude is doing shows every other night.
Every night.
It's amazing how people are really hustling out there and you ain't got the grand, the grand show or the grand scheme or anything. There's one song I heard you was talking about, I don't need no record deal. I remember you spit that in that one song.
Yeah.
And it's true. If you really grind and you love this is something that you love to do and you're good at it. So I gotta give you nothing but props for that, man. Your events that you put on, they be popping.
I appreciate it. And, you know, to shed a little light to the shit that we just came from, that's actually called Stoner Games. So, Stoner Games and the Taco Sesh. Shout out to my bros, OB, Taco Sesh Al, DJ Slow. We have a multitude of vendors there that you could come tie in with us. I'm burning some gas right now.
Let's go.
From my bros over there at Kush Kings, the homie Creative and Bevo. And it's mixed with some shit from my dog at Moonrocks OC. It's crazy right now. So I'm having big flavors on flavors in this blunt. The palate is crazy. The smoke thick is at the end of the blunt. And everybody talk shit. If they smoke with me, they know. I roll big blunts. They be like, man, your blunt loose. My blunt hits, boys.
Let's go. Now that you got your shameless plug in, which is a good plug, by the way, and I will be hitting it, so give me 2 seconds and I will go into what I'm talking about. Because this is a partnership that I have out here in the Valley. I never thought I'd ever have one, but I got one.
That's a blessing. I fuck with this. My nigga got my music going. Yeah. Flavors on flavor. Yeah. Pass it back. Look, listen. Your man Dex just, he had an episode right now. Damn. Didn't you? It ain't no cap in that, bro.
Now, check this out. Even though that just happened, I still got to do this.
Yeah.
Shout out to my people at HPRC, Herbal Pain Relief Center. They're out here in Mission Hills. Those are my folks. They hooked me up today with 3 grams. And I'm talking 3.5, I'm saying, of some of the best Yoda OG you ever seen in your life. I'm faded already. He did whatever that was, that magic potion of a smoke right there this nigga gave me. I'm about to be
Tell
fine.
me about that Yoda. Tell me about that Yoda.
The Yoda is ridiculous. And you can go over there and get this for 30, okay? You go in there and tell them Big Deck sent you, they'll hook you up with probably a discount.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They are located at 10736 Sepulveda Boulevard in Mission Hills, right there at the 118, right next to Del Taco. You can't miss it. HPRC.
By the dealerships?
Right down the street from Hyundai.
Nigga, I've been there. Shout out to what is it?
HPRC.
Shout out to
Pain Relief Center.
HPRC.
Right in the cut. They're in the back, the freeway right there by the gate. You walk in, the great security. They're very strict though. So you know, as they should be.
In there
You know what I'm saying?
business.
Some of the best marijuana in town and great prices. I go there all the time. And they look out for veterans, which I happen to be one of. If you're a veteran, they will give you a gift.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Thank you for your service.
Let's get it. Now
If you
check.
don't mind me asking, can I ask you a question?
Let's go.
On that line.
Let's get it.
Around what time,
I was in there when the Russia was still in control of the Eastern Bloc.
Oh, damn.
So I used to do border duty and watch Czechoslovakia to watch us.
Damn.
Yeah, like that. Got something for you. We do a thing here on the Corner Store Podcast called...
Heavy. Thank you for your service.
No problem. Called the Spirit of the Month. My spirits that I find are unique spirits that people don't normally grab and probably should for not only what it is, but the price point as well. This is called... Let me try this. Hold on a second here. Everybody who watch my pod who really know, they know.
Hey, and shout out to everybody locking in with us too.
This is for you, my boy.
Oh, shit.
This is the Point Rider bourbon right here. This is some of the best bourbon. You know, a lot of people don't know about this. One thing I had on here was some Canadian whiskey called 1867. It was the shit. Canadian. Great. But this one, Point Rider. Shit is ridiculous. Some people say reminisce Jack Daniels. I say no. Got a little bit more kick than Jack Daniels. And this is the Spirit of the Month right here on the Corner Store Podcast. And it's going right there to my man.
Listen, Dex, this nigga, what? Bro, I'm having all my folks pull up on you, gang. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. Listen.
And it's not only do you get the Corner Store Spirit of the Month, you get Corner Store cups to go with it.
Hell yeah, we could crack this bitch open, bro.
And by all means. Remember to always take your bag with you, just for the simple fact that if you're gonna crack it, you can stash it in the car.
Yeah, crack and stash, bro. I love a good crack and stash, man.
By all means, enjoy.
So look, while we get into this right here, this Point Rider.
Now, I gotta talk to you about some things, brother.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta ask you some questions because the fans gonna wanna know. I know Light Slim just said something, and I wanted.
Shout out to that nigga Slim one time. That's my dog. I know, bro.
She's from New York. No, Light Slim is from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh,
she's a great fan of the show. She's always here. It's 1 a.m. out there. She's checking it out.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Slim, man.
I was going to say you guys should go, if you got your cell phone, go on to the Corner Store Podcast right now while the show is on so you can see the chats. Maybe somebody asks you a question or something like that. So, with that said, let's get into it. What is your motherfucking story, bro? I can't do it. I took some medicine tonight.
Right,
you enjoy it. You enjoy
it.
it. What's your story, man? Where did you grow up, bro?
All right, so actually it's funny that we got Nip over my shoulder, man, over my left shoulder. Shout out to Nip. I grew up in the Crenshaw district. And, you know, Slauson Ave, La Brea, Overhill, Dean, Crenshaw, the Ave.
Shout out Crenshaw, class 84, right here.
Right, Brian Hurst, 54th Elementary. I went to Overwright. I went to Westchester and Venice High. Mm-hmm. I graduated from LACO, which is like LA County education. Pretty much I was like in the halls and shit.
I know what you're saying. You went to continuation.
No, not continuation. Fucking, I was in juvenile hall. So my senior year of high school,
welcome to LA.
Yeah, I know, right?
You say, keep going.
So, you know, and honestly, I keep it a brick with you too. I lost my pops when I was younger, so, you know, I'm the youngest of three to a single mom, and my mom is amazing, like, strong black woman, like, you know, if you ever had a depiction of a strong black woman, I would say my mom embodies that shit to the, like, absolute fullest to the core.
I believe that.
You know, so it was amazing to just have her as, like, kind of a reference point, and especially someone to anchor the family after such a tragic loss of my pops. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, that was my early upbringing. But like I said, though, since mom was always like working and shit, you know, me and my friend, man, my brothers is 9 and 8 years my senior. So, you know,
single mom, right?
Yeah.
Did your pops pass?
Yeah. So by the time, you know, I was like 8, 9 years old. Them niggas are 17, 16. They trying to get pussy. They trying to get money. They trying to get, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to get
they figuring their lives.
As soon as I saw pubic hairs, I was on it.
Right, yeah, niggas, what? So, you feel me? So, bam, you know, I was younger. So, really, I had, like, me and my friends that I leaned on. And that's kind of like how I cultivated my love for life and my own personality.
Where did your love for music come from?
Shit, really?
I'm gonna tell you something. I was shocked, absolutely shocked. We can do this, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I was absolutely shocked to see the catalog you have, my bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
That fucked me up, cause now I saw the albums. I'm going up there, then I go to the FnG channel, bro. And I'm like, yo, this boy got a channel.
Yeah,
that's what we listen to right now, by the way. It's on Spotify. You can listen to all the FnG's music. He's got several singles on the FnG Spotify channel, and they blew me away. And I took most of the shit that I liked, of course. I ain't saying I didn't like everything, but there was certain shit I liked. I was like, ooh, I like that. And that became, you know, the podcast list for him. I'm glad he's here tonight. Check that out on Spotify, but he's everywhere. He's got videos all over YouTube, and they are fucking banging. Shout out to FnG. Let's get it on. Let's go.
So, yeah, man. My love for music, like I was saying, you know, having a group of peers that was my age, we pretty much grew up with hip-hop. I'm not going to say that, like, hip-hop is ours, but when it really became, when it was transitioning from going underground to mainstream, and now it's just colossal, it's global, right? But we were growing up with that era. So essentially music was a part of everything we were doing. Like I could remember like
basically music was the backdrop of which I was doing on every day.
Yeah.
You had a soundtrack.
Not to be like that, but I could remember the first song that we was smoking weed to. I could remember like the first song that we hit robberies to, you know, or that I hit a robbery to, you know.
I remember the first song I made love to.
Yeah, you feel me?
No disrespect.
Yeah, no.
Pause on that too.
No, there ain't no pause. Man, fucking a bitch or making money or woman or whatever.
It was popping. It was popping. You know what I'm saying?
So
I ain't going to say what it was. Fuck y'all.
But you know, that was the for me, the love of music. And then I had the
Is there any
opportunity.
particular artist, any genre, not necessarily hip hop, that influenced you because you really have a unique sound. Now, first off, your voice is unique all in itself. There's raspy niggas out there, but then there's raspy niggas with a certain sound. When I hear you, it's like, that's that nigga FnG. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got a real good vocal tone, and then you got good criteria, and then you pick good beats. I can't fuck with a nigga that can rap and pick horrible beats. My Nas, my nigga, but his production ain't always been up to par.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but Nas pick good beats overall.
Just imagine if Nas fuck with DJ Drama all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with his thought process and the lyrical,
Right.
but he don't do that. This nigga rather go to Professor Griff or some shit.
I can't bash, look, because this is the thing. You asked which artist influenced me. Nas was a heavy influence on me. I listened to fucking Illmatic, Stillmatic. Well, really, I would say Stillmatic really is the one that I was.
I don't know why Queens influenced me so much because I was huge Mobb Deep. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love Mobb
When that
Deep
tune
too.
Infamous came out, I was younger too back then. Nigga, I was like, who the fuck?
It's the
There's a war
real
going on outside, no man
man
is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide from ever. From these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such thing as half crooks. So when I heard that, I was like, see, that's hip hop to me.
But wait, all right. So then I'm so glad you said that because for us, our rendition of "You Should," ain't no such thing as halfway crooks was 8 Mile. Me and my homies used to motherfucking recite them battles, nigga, like it was Bible verses, bro. So, and I had that's what I'm saying. I had the luxury of doing a lot of shit musically when I was young. I've always been a very vocal person. Whoever there's this shit, it's called Greedy Mac. Right. I was at the movie theater when I was young, bro. I'm talking about like, I could call my nigga 2 T's right now. Like his mom dropped us off at the theater. We were that young, bro. Wow. Like it was like where the fucking Fogo de Chao is now in like the South Bay area off of Rosecrans.
Gotcha.
So bam, it's that movie theater right there. I see some niggas and I'm like, man, they look like rappers or something. And I'm like 10 or 11. I go up to them, me and a homie 2 T's, and I'm like, bro, you know, we rap or something. They like, spit something. So we both rap, you know, and then they like, here, take our number. They like, write something to the motherfucking Master P, fuck them other niggas beat. And then we gonna tie in with you. So even like, and we never linked up or worked with them niggas, but I just have always known and have always had that passion.
You're supposed to.
You know, since then.
You're supposed to.
You know, me
in your mind, you're like, no, I'm supposed to do this here.
Yeah, you feel me?
Even like whatever level it is, I'm supposed to do this.
So, you know,
I got it.
I'm fortunate, bro. And then, you know, I was in the studio. There's a group of niggas they call Astars. And some of them have gone on to do shit. Like, there's a nigga LJ, and he do the strip club scene in LA and shit. But they had a group. And they were killing LA, and it was before like Nip really became the prominent LA Crenshaw District artist. Astar's group had a little, not a little motion. Astar's group had motion and shit. And I would go out there with some of the members and sell their CDs for cash, anywhere from like a quarter to $1, and sometimes people would give you $5, $10, $20. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, nigga like 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? So, my love.
So basically, you always been having your feet on the ground since like day one.
Yeah.
Man, it's to me, I love it. Now, you know, shout out KG Hustle, my son. Who is very
shout
talented.
Shout out to KG Hustle, gang.
Who's very talented. But I think a lot of times when you're younger, you're trying to figure out what your path is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know which direction to really go. And then I look at God. There's a kid in Nebraska that I fuck with. White boy. Bobo the Bread Boy. He on Spotify, everything. Selling out shows in Omaha, nigga. No, I don't know that nigga. He popping out there. That's my point of bringing this up is to say to KG and anybody, especially when your material is good. When your material is good, you got to get out there, man. I don't give a fuck if you just go to the park and tell the homies bring the speakers.
Yeah.
Thanks. It is too. And just bring some speakers out there and a DJ, and you pay that nigga $100. Y'all just sit in the park and do your music right there. To me, it has to be heard. You the type of nigga that I'm talking about. Nigga, when I go to see your shit, I'm like, I mean, we was on 43rd and I'm next. I'm like, what's this nigga? He's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm energy like a month. I'm like, dude, is this 75, 80 niggas in here, but he swear he had the Palladium. Nigga. It's called, it's not. No. You have to be like that.
Bro, that's what performing arts is about. You will never, a ballet dancer that does that shit for real, that's a real master of her art and their art, they would never go and do a half-ass ballet show, even if they was just doing it for one person. You dig what I'm saying? Like Whitney Houston, if she was singing, I bet you when she was alive, bro, she would never like if you're a performer for real, you don't play with that shit,
got you,
bro.
I swear I'm on the same page with you.
Like,
I no disrespect to him. Now I hope KG ain't on here thinking I'm saying something negative because that's not it at all. My thing is I understand where he was coming from because even the things I was trying to do, like promote him or get him on playlists and shit like that. Yeah, I don't care. If I can't get it organically and shit like that. Real artists.
That's how you gotta be though. And KG and all artists. This is what I'll say because her and I have been having this discussion lately with so many people. There are ways to run up your organic fan base. We as artists have to get creative, have bundles, a t-shirt to accompany the music, some weed to accompany the t-shirt and the music, a lighter. So then that way, nigga, you went from,
fucking with Trap LA, getting your
Digicards. Shout out to Trap LA. I done got shirts.
I love him. That's my nigga.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm supposed to be getting some Trap. You already know, but you know what I'm saying. It's a budget thing.
And there's hella manufacturers too, like the homies at For the Win. So and they over there in the Crenshaw district as well. So when you think about the ways that we just have to market ourselves, and then also, bro, it's a lot of ways that we can put our shit out there that's not breaking the bank. You can get on the radio and promote your song or promote the podcast, $700, and it's gonna spend for the week. Now, some people might look at that as a money pit, but at the end of the day, though, that's effective marketing.
People,
yeah,
it is.
And then also, we could get out here and do cheap shit like posters, stickers, flyers, the old-fashioned way, and YouTube ads, Google ads,
basically,
Instagram
as long as you're doing something.
You gotta be all of it, though.
But the thing that killed me is, don't be out there saying, I'm an artist and ain't got no material. That shit kills me. I know gang niggas can spit. We put a beat on, nigga, you great. Why you ain't been to the studio? With that. Shut that shit up. I don't understand French. Go get in the stool. Let's get some money for you. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, bro, but all right, so put it to you like this. We don't have that culture. We don't have that culture here in LA. Our culture in
We used to.
No. In the Suge era, we just
that's the out of the trunk era when niggas actually used to do that.
But look, let me say this though. I'm talking about because young niggas, and this will never change. A young person will not do something that they have not seen themselves that they know works for sure.
Right.
They will not do that shit.
Even if they do see another nigga that they like rapping and done that, they don't see it happening for them.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that you could tell a young person all day long, hey, you can make $1 million doing this shit. You can make $1 million doing it, right? But unless they see a motherfucker actually do that shit, they will not be able to comprehend and agree to it, right? Saying that to say, with young people, what we have to do is have an artist or a label that's hungry to showing these young niggas like, bro, all right, you can make 10 bands with me in a month. All you got to do is just come on tour and I'll show you how. Gotcha. And then you go on tour, you see it, and it's like, okay, this shit's real. Let me go back and tell my homies.
Got you.
Then it's more artists that want to fuck with these labels and indie labels and develop and work. Right now, there's no culture of that in LA. Everybody, because of the gang politics and because of how the street shit is and because of how faulty everybody is, and we, bro, LA, we bougie. I don't care what trenches of LA you from, we bougie out here. The weather is 90% of the time good, so it's not always fucked up out here. Nigga, it's easy to get bags out here. So even if you from the trenches, you can run up all kind of plays out here. So LA is a place where you can get very comfortable. Then you have some motion on Instagram. You couple that with the good weather and you smoking good and you eating at fire ass restaurants.
Basically, man,
and the bitches is bad. And the bitches is bad.
Keep it a band. Niggas is lazy.
So there you go. I would say in LA we don't have that same type of grind. And what there needs to be is somebody that reinvigorates that out here and shows niggas like, bro, not only is there a way, there's a formula. And you know how you know there's a formula? QC do it every year. Cash Money do it every year. When No Limit was doing it, they would do that shit every year. Dirk do it. It's niggas.
And one thing you saying about this, we'll wrap up this portion of it, is you mentioning not Cash Money, but No Limit. He don't, that's not around anymore. And since he's doing branding now and cereals and doing all kind of other shit, he learned that obviously after he trial and error. He says, fuck that music industry. It's a rough, I'm saying that to say it's a rough industry already. For an independent person, if you get with the right motherfuckers that can help you and maneuver you, and the budget is fine for you to get your name out there, it might work. You know what I'm saying? Because independent is the way to go, period, point blank.
You get 100% of your money.
Exactly. Just like what you motherfucker.
Come on.
Why? I got you here. You sitting there looking great. So I gotta talk about, we're gonna switch gears. That we heard that food for thought on the whole industry thing, and not so only that, get up off your ass and be like Flash, be lightning out there. Write down what you do, and every time you fucking set a goal, scratch that bitch off after you did it and go to the next one. Keep it rocking. It's gonna happen. Never despair, because you're a fucking rectangle and a square if you do. Let's get it. Check it out. You two motherfuckers. I fell in love with y'all in New Orleans, okay?
Oh,
your relationship is, black love is beautiful. You did?
Come on, talk to him.
Black love is beautiful. Now, I didn't want to hit y'all a lot. I just do little fireballs and some shit. And, this nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Fucking rental car, you know what I'm saying? Fucking they cut the toe out shit and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was loving y'all adventure out there. That shit was dope, and that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I just met somebody recently, and we seen what's up. She's Latina, you know what I'm saying? And you inspired the fuck out of me, because I'm sitting up here lonely as three motherfuckers. No. And I'm looking at, I'm like, would you look at this woman's face? Look at how happy that nigga is. He said, I love my girl. She's amazing. Getting rubbed and shit. And I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, I can't stand that nigga. One of the beautiful envy. Not that hateful envy. It's that beautiful envy. I'm sitting there eating hot dogs like, this motherfucker, I'm going back to the mat. Shit, I don't want to watch this no more. So that's a beautiful thing. This cat right here is truly what it's all about when it comes to trying to work hard and work on his craft. And I tell my kid this, I tell people this, my podcast, for instance, this is a passion play, you dig? My acting is a passion play. My comedy is a passion play. If you're not doing this shit because you love it, get that shit out of here. It's all about loving what you do. And not only that, loving who you with.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Shine, shine, shine all day. Shine, shine, shine all day. And when you got somebody that truly loves, I know, we can look at them two right there and tell you they have bump head days. Of course, if she ain't feeling him one day, they ain't feeling her. the fuck? But you could tell that they the type of people that look at each other and grind right through that and come out on the other end sitting at the Corner Store Podcast with your big boy right here, just as a couple should be, loving on each other and showing the way. You did? This dude finna be somebody on the simple fact that he's full of God. You see God all up in him because God tell us all day to try your best all day, every day. Don't ever be at home sitting there eating fucking Carl's Jr. motherfucking cinnamon rolls with a large coffee, nigga.
Hold on that way. Look, Dex, I gotta say this, bro. In this room, bro, we are already them niggas.
Let's go.
You're the one. We're them niggas, bro. And the thing is that
I want to hear from her too. I want to hear, what do you think about, you know, women out there? I mean, some of the exotic dancers that you know, I mean, the girls you work with, they be having some rough patches with guys. You know they do. What do they ask you about you and him? Why y'all so in love, girl? All that. You know they ask you. I know they ask you. Why you coming out? What? Why Hayes? Why? They be like, I can't get nobody. Like, what's y'all secret?
Well, I mean, okay, so the thing is, like, a lot of dancers don't have boyfriends, first off. Like,
Okay.
and if they do, it's like, no, that was
Set your job aside. I know that's a unique dynamic in itself. I forgot that, I threw that in there, but then she talked about the job. I'm talking about just the relationship.
Yeah.
The relationship. You guys love each other, man. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? As my homeboys, you can smell it. You can smell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, what is y'all's secret? What does he do? How do y'all communicate? And then you could talk about being a dancer, because I know they come at you guys doing all, even girls probably come at you the whole shit. How do y'all keep this together? And how do you make him happy? How do you make you happy? Y'all, this is a good part right here, motherfuckers. Listen.
For me, like, I know one of the things that I need, like, if I'm having a bad day or something, he is not the type of person, like, if he's going through something or something's affecting him, he's gonna let you know. Like, I don't mean like communication wise,
Right.
I mean like show it on his face. He's not gonna walk around like sulking and fucking like pouting, you know? Like he's
Which
still
I'm sure you
gonna
don't
have
want
that
to fucking
high
be around.
energy. Yeah. And it's like that's the thing like that I need. That kind of like balances.
Is that like one of the main things you like about him?
Well, it's not one of the main things, but just like the way that he is, the way he treats me. You know, it's never like, I never, like,
Listen,
I don't know, I didn't think.
guys, listen to this shit, man. Listen.
Someone would be that patient with me.
Right.
You know, and so it's just, it's very different.
To me, you don't seem demanding. Now, on the woman's side of it. Now,
What?
Listen, hold on. Come on now. She's beautiful the whole nine. I know she likes certain things and all that stuff like that.
I don't mean that, bro.
What do you mean?
Alright, so.
Now, you explain that because maybe I was secret.
Okay.
You know, behind closed doors, she might be looking at her.
So thank you for the insight. Let me explain something to you. I walk around, I'm that nigga, bro.
Right.
I don't need to dominate her because I could dominate the world around me, right? She's the boss in our dynamic. She like, bro,
I don't want to hear nothing
I
else.
treat her like Mike
I don't want
Tyson.
to hear nothing else. See,
Like, I treat her like she's Mike Tyson.
This is the fucking secret sauce. It's been that way forever. I've heard this shit before. I've heard it back in the day. Basically, not as long as you got a girl that ain't trying to run over you, you should let her lead and make a lot of decisions, even though you might be like, I don't know about that one, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that one.
And we have equitability on the decision making because there's gonna be times where what she's saying make 100% sense, and it's like you are 1,000,000% right. Let's do that.
And it worked perfect.
Yeah, and then there's times where it's like what you're saying makes sense, and it probably will work, but we gonna do it my way, right? We'll do it my way. And then we end up and be like, damn, we should have did it your way. So next time I'm just listening to you.
The easiest explanation we probably could give in this situation is you guys got each other. You know. It's kind of, if you ever went to one of them offices where they had emotion shits, them with like balls that go click, click.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or the little water thing that go back and forth. See how symbiotic that is? You see how symbiotic that is? It's like that shit is one. You get a relationship like that, that's how it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know y'all home dynamic now. I hope you ain't one of them couples like he could be boo-boo and you in there doing your makeup. I don't know about that one. But if it was like that, who give a fuck? That's y'all thing, and that's what compatibility is all about. That you guys can be able to do that. And I'm sitting, when you came to the thing, when you were at the thing with the afro, I even asked him, I said, who in the absolute fuck is that?
Yeah, that's my baby.
He was like, oh man. No, you didn't say that. You was like, I don't know. And went back over there on the microphone. See, the thing about him is he be busy and doing all this thing. He ain't really had too much to say about it. But I was very much a gentleman. I ain't no cowhead anyway. Because I was, you know what I'm saying? So I realized that LA is a place where a lot of people do a lot of weird things. But to see two people put their heads together, young people though, put their heads together like that, fall in love and completely go out there and hustle. You grind on a regular J and you do this at the end of the day. I don't know what to say, but I applaud you both. You know what I'm saying?
That, yeah.
Beautiful with the brains, because you definitely the beast in the brains part, but she the beauty part. And sometimes that two smash together.
That shit is crazy.
You guys are a great team and a great couple. Now, this is the part of the show where I start talking about what's going on in the world. There are a couple of things happening, and I want you guys' opinion, especially since not only you're a rap artist that's out here taking off like a fucking rocket
I appreciate
with the
you.
USSR stamped on the side of it, and her just looking absolutely stunning, having men do weird things like DM her, hey, you know what, your man can't never do what I do. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, them niggas will get their head walked on very easily.
Very weird niggas in the world, but that's that's a part of life.
No.
Jonathan Majors.
Who's that?
Just read. Oh, you don't know who that is? The actor in Creed 3.
Oh, okay.
The actor that was in the new Ant-Man film. He's doing great. You know, he got famous on
He's
Lovecraft.
dope, and I feel fucked up. So,
Listen.
Jonathan Majors, if you see this, bro, I know exactly who you are, my nigga. Don't feel like that, bro.
You obviously are not in the know of what happened to him recently. Now, obviously, he's doing quite well this year because he had 2 major films out that actually, well, it looks like Creed 3 is on his way to do about $1 billion.
Oh, shit, $1 billion?
It's doing pretty well. It's doing well in the States, so it's up to about 300 million right now. But anyway, in Ant-Man, which he was in that as well, they played the villain in that. Just doing great at the box office. You know, all the Marvel movies always do pretty good.
Right.
So his star is rising. There's been a lot of little memes done of him and Michael B. Jordan because of their close bond that they acquired over the Creed filming and all that. And his star is rising. So I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all think that Illuminati and that bullshit is real? Because he just was accused of beating up his white girlfriend, which now has been proven that she falsely accused him.
Hold on. They saying the nigga from Creed beat his white girl?
Yes,
friend?
Jonathan Majors, yes. In
Recently?
New York. Oh, this was a day and a half ago, something to that. Oh, look, I didn't write down my notes like I normally do.
That's crazy. Okay, so look, let me
ask you this. I'm gonna ask Empress this. What do you think about today's women and them being used as weapons against major stars out there? You know what I'm saying? This is something that's probably so far-fetched for you because of the type of relationship you have with your man. But you probably know women because of the exotic dancing and things like that.
But
that
bro,
like that.
hold on. I have to speak on this shit.
Go ahead,
you
go ahead.
asked me first
Go
about
ahead.
the Illuminati. Bro, this shit is tricky.
Ain't that
I'm
weird?
like, okay, look, I don't think the Illuminati is real.
Really?
But I do think, and I shouldn't say I don't think the Illuminati is real.
That's a good idea.
Because, no. This is what I mean. Because after COVID, bro, I used to dismiss a lot of shit as like,
Happenstance, coincidence.
Yeah. after something like COVID happens, it's like, nah, bro, nah.
Since we're on the subject of...
So wait.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
You gotta let me breathe. Let me cook. So with that said, I just don't fuck with the way that certain shit lines up with black people's success. It happened to that other black director too, the one nigga that did that movie. Damn, I forget. What's his name? Not Ryan Coogler. No, that's not the nigga.
It is Coogler.
No, it's not Coogler. It's the nigga that did that 12 Years a Slave shit or something.
Oh, he's got the same Steve McQueen. He's got the same name as the white actor Steve McQueen. That's
No, it's not that nigga then. It's the one nigga, bro. He had a slave movie. He had a slave
director.
Yeah, he's both. He's like an actor, writer, and a director. And I think they like allegedly raped some girl and then she killed herself.
Oh, you talking about the Nat Turner movie?
Nat Turner.
Yeah, you talking about the Nat Turner. I know that actor. And guess what? Haven't seen him again.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
You know why? He got canceled. That's what they do. Now, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, and that just was the point. That we wrapped.
I freaking love you. I freaking love you. Now, let me tell you something about fame and notoriety, which Jonathan Franks, you could tell when he was doing it too. Because they force you to do the press junket. And the press junket is Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, especially when you're,
that's
promoting
commercial.
No, you have to do that. You see, both his films are commercial films. They both have huge budgets. And he was just in that fucking movie about the airplane, the World War II, that fucking, that one did okay at the box office. He was, fuck, you didn't hear about that one? God, after you leave here, Jonathan Major's films, and it'll be a bunch of them. And I forget what the fuck his name is.
He been cooking. That nigga.
Yeah, exactly. His star is rising. So it's funny, bro, especially with these two films that are damn near grossing the bill.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a brick. They are gonna bring some shit up on me, bro. No, I'm gonna keep it a brick with you, bro. It's gonna be people that come out and be like, man, that nigga robbed me. Yes, I did, bro. And I was a totally different person at that time. They gonna be like, that nigga scammed me. Yes, I did. No.
Don't speak that into existence.
Bro,
what you do is,
like this. This is called blunting.
No, hold on.
You call blunting,
hold on.
bro.
You should sit back and not give that much energy to the possibility of some fucking dude saying that. No. What you do is this. You ride with this magnificent aura right here that's going on. And don't mention no negativity that you happened in the past for it to pop up if you ever just pop this bottle up. Because one day you're going to do this. Hold on, let me get it out. One day you finna do this with her.
Yeah,
you know why? Because it's going to be something great happen.
Hell yeah.
Notoriety a little bit. Look, I told my son, I don't want you to be famous, nigga. I want you to have Lupe type fans. Lupe Fiasco is worth $7 million. That nigga can go to Ralph's and shop. You dig? Your music out there too, still making money. Niggas love kicks, twists like a motherfucker.
But bro, what you have to understand though is different than I am different than KG, and also I'm at a different apex too. Like so, look, say that to say, bro.
And he's been in some scrapes too.
Yeah, no. So unfortunately, bro, that's the reality. And then,
but living in this state for sure.
And when that is the reality, sometimes, bro, you have to hedge that shit. And that's why I'll always be able to go back and be like, man, I discussed that shit in an interview like 10 years ago. Jimmy Kimmel, this nigga's a hater. And I'm going to say that to Jimmy Kimmel live. I'm going to be like, this nigga's a hater, bro. This nigga's a hater.
You don't ever have to worry about that. I believe you probably going to end up on Drink Champs.
Oh, yeah,
and shit like that to be able to say what you want to say.
And I'm still going to be
I don't want you to
bro.
end up on any of the major network shows because that means that you didn't turn from like some real good cereal that's good for you to some Lucky Charms that'll kill you. I don't want that commercial cereal.
Let me tell you something, bro. There are people like Issa. Bro, Issa is...
Issa Rae, you mean?
Yes.
Okay,
imagine
Issa Rae know how to stay in her lane, though.
But imagine... No, Issa say what the fuck she wants to.
She will say... Bro, you missing my point.
Hold on, wait.
What level is Issa Rae on?
That she just got a contract with HBO for how much?
Now who?
How much?
Who did they let go?
How much was it?
Hold on. Who did they let go through the cracks and don't fuck with them?
No,
producer wise.
Bro,
Chandra Rhimes.
How much was it though?
They don't fuck with them sisters like they fuck with the
But bro, let me tell you, how much was her contract for?
I don't know. That was what that had to be well over 30 million, right?
They said it was 9 figures, bro.
That's pretty good. That's good. But the
That's
show,
100 and up.
look, that show is iconic. Okay.
Which one though?
The HBO one.
Okay.
That show is iconic.
Think
That
about
made her
Opera,
famous.
too.
That
And
made
then-
her famous.
And then what I want to say is this about Issa Rae. She hopped on the motherfucking red carpet at like the Oscars, and what did she say?
I know exactly where you're going.
She said, "I'm rooting for all things black."
Come on.
But bro, no. A lot of people would be like, "That's anti-Semitic.
She can't get
That's
black,
anti right." And you know why
See,
she
sisters
can't?
get
No,
get
you know
get
why
to
she
say-
can't?
Don't. How
Because
many
she
times?
stand on business,
How many
bro.
times have sisters said powerful things? Cheryl Lee Roth just had enough. And then, God, you better do what you want. She did it. They can get away with that.
Yeah.
They can get away with making them grand speeches. They don't look at them the same way they look at us.
Bro.
You get, well, okay, I approve it. Remember when Vanessa Williams' brother, this nigga ain't nobody. The green-eyed nigga, Vanessa Williams' brother. This nigga said that little bullshit about blacks on the BET Awards. Nigga, some shit whites don't even look at. And that nigga got killed. You see what I'm saying? We get roasted when we show any kind of strength or, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta chill.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. And I'll be real with you, bro.
And take out money and put that shit together.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
let
It's
me
all
tell-
about bread, bro.
No, and that's what it's not about, bro. When you talk about bread in that sense, that's like an individualistic. It's really about power.
Buying up neighborhoods and keeping it black is not power.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What good is trying to buy up a neighborhood if you can't get a loan, if you can't get approved to buy it? If they
What
would
about
rather,
if you-
if they would rather sell to a Chinese or Asian
I
or a white
totally get
person
it. I
for
get it.
less because
I
they
get
have
it, but
cash
you gotta be
as
smart.
opposed to your
Let
loan.
me tell you what. Let me tell you why I know you can do this shit. There's a film about two, Anthony Mackie and fucking I don't know if it's Sam Jackson. I forget who it was. No, it was Danny Glover, I believe.
What the last?
They was
black-
bankers.
Oh,
Nigga, they first off they had a bank in Cali, and California ran their ass out of here.
Right.
They didn't want them to have that bank. Niggas had bought apartments in the 1940s there.
Right.
The white lady came up and said, "Why are you in there working?" She said, "Well, I own the building, ma'am." And so she went and called police. The police came and they said, "This woman said you're impersonating the owner." He said, "Nah, I keep the paper on me, bro. So
Right.
don't try that
Right.
shit." And he looked at it, and the white dude looked at it for a second, gave his partner as he looked at it, bro, looks real to me, you know. So they tell the owner who's black, don't be so loud around your tenants and have more respect for your tenants and all that shit. Now that's the time. Now to prove what I'm saying is, they use the white dude to be their front man.
But they get
Hold on, listen.
forfeiting all their profit though.
No,
Or getting the
he
fraud.
had nothing. He had no power other than his fucking face.
No, but didn't they get sued because they said it
No,
was illegal or
because
something?
his dumb ass didn't know the banking system.
But they
He
got
made
sued,
mistakes,
though.
right, later on.
So,
Listen,
I mean,
you cross your T's and dot your fucking I's,
Yeah.
and you use people who know ain't gonna front, and you put them faces out there. Next thing you know, nigga, it'll be too late. He done bought 5 buildings, nigga. We black. Fuck
Yeah.
you. You
Yeah,
get it?
no.
We have to put our money back into our fucking communities, man, and stop being so fucking stingy. I used to live in Baldwin Hills for 14 years, rented that fucking apartment from blacks that didn't want to never fix nothing. All they want to do is collect that bread.
Yeah.
Not
But
to
that's-
talk about buying a house in Riverside. Now,
But
check that
look,
motherfucker
bro,
break.
but that's individualistic. That's why
That's
I
why
said,
people be on.
but bro, that's why I said it's not about the bread. It's about the power. I got a question for you. Hold on.
What is
Can
bread,
I ask
though?
you something?
Go
Can
ahead.
I ask you something?
Yeah.
Well, power is more important than bread. I would rather be able to go into Washington D.C. Hold on, wait. Let me say this. Let me say this, bro.
This is some great ass conversation.
Let me get this off though. I would rather be able to go into Washington D.C. and change any of the laws I want to
Sure.
at any time
Sure.
than to have any amount of money that I
I
want.
love
to
what
at
you
any
just
time.
said. That's
You
beautiful.
get what I'm saying?
I get
Because
it.
for me, I will be able to be more
You
powerful
want me to
with
piggyback? You
legislation.
want me to piggyback that the bread aspect? The power you talking about is totally exactly
Right.
what you said, changing the laws and having a certain congressman to vote the way you want.
But what you're
Right,
about to
hold
say
on,
is
hold on,
money
hold on.
control the politics.
The whole money control those actions. It's
Yeah.
the bread. He who has the bread Can't motherfucking make the motherfucking laws. Those laws are on the books. Majority of the laws on the books is meant for people to be safe and don't jaywalk. And
For white people to be safe.
I get it. I get that part too. Now don't have me go too deep into it.
But wait, hold on. I got to go somewhere. Go ahead, though.
You pay now. You go watch a fucking film, and I hate to keep bringing up these films, but films is art imitating life, and a lot of times these movies be trying to tell you something, but you sit there getting entertained. That was so funny. Look at what they're fucking saying. It's called The Distinguished Gentleman. It's Eddie Murphy. This nigga finagled his way into Congress because he knew he could make so much money in there. Because all them fucking lobbyists come to you. If you work for the foreign affairs, they'll be like, man, I'll give you $100,000 if you make it. Or if you work for power and industry, hey, look, they talking about y'all put these power cables up here. It's gonna cause cancer. I'll give you $50,000. You vote to put them up there.
But bro, think about what you're saying though.
That's power.
Yeah, it is power to be able to pay it, but they also had an ultimate decision of what to vote.
That's true.
So they could low-key take, you know,
That's true, but the money always gonna sway what your thought process is. I don't give a fuck if you moral or whatever.
Yeah,
and half of them some bitches in there is pedophiles anyway, talking about they don't like pedophiles.
That's true.
And then close the door and go touch the clerk that's 19. Come here, boy.
But look, think about this, bro. What I was gonna say is this, and we talked about this on the way over here. If a person had a house,
right,
medical insurance,
right,
it was like you could get a brain or a heart transplant,
anything good.
No fucking copay when you go in.
Gotcha.
A nigga had life insurance, so when you die, your family is taken care of.
I hear you, bro.
And you had a regular source of some income. What more would a motherfucker need?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Does that happen? That don't happen here.
No,
what country does it happen in?
I'm not asking about the countries. I'm just saying, what more would a person need?
Well, you better ask a Canadian motherfucker, because that's exactly what they get.
So look.
Everything you just went to.
With that said, though.
Because it's socialism up there. Capitalism will kill you. Capitalism will have you sitting on the fucking freeway, the one that y'all just got by, we came off of all of them tents. I've sat there and watched niggas sweep in front of the tents like that's really their house.
But look, though.
This fucking country crazy, bro.
But look, though. That's the whole thing, bro. You know, the power is in us. And we really have to start mobilizing.
That's the reason why I'm talking to you.
And I feel like a lot of people that fuck with your show fuck with the same ideas that we're talking about.
I agree.
You know,
I agree. The only reason why I agree with that is because you the quintessential reason why you're on my show is because you know your grind is gonna set you free here.
Yeah.
Sitting on your ass ain't gonna do nothing but have your ass sitting on your ass. I've seen niggas go from their mama's house to apartment to the sidewalk because you sitting over there waiting for something to happen. And, you know, I firmly believe in the Almighty, and I'm gonna give you a little story. A man fell off his boat with scuba gear and all that shit, and the boat left. And he's sitting in the middle of the ocean. He's like, oh Lord, I'm gonna die. I said, Jesus, please save me. I need you to come and save me, Lord. About 15 minutes later, a boat pulled up. He said, we got you, man. We'll take you in. Come on. He said, no, I'm waiting for the Lord to save me. And they drove off. Next thing you know, a helicopter comes. He said, there's that guy they've been looking for. Hey, guy, we'll throw you the rope. We'll pull you up. We'll save you. He said, no, goddammit, I'm waiting for the Lord to save me.
Right.
They flew away. About a day later, this nigga drowned. He's eaten by a shark and shit. He goes up to heaven. He asked God, why you didn't help me, bro?
Yeah.
God said, nigga, I sent the boat and a helicopter. Your ass isn't even. So you gotta get out of your own way most of the time. You can pray and give that energy to him and he'll give it back. But you gotta make some moves out there. You can't be sitting in the water waiting on him to do things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do every day, man. You are hustle, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, bro, I feel like most black people are hustle. You know, most black people gotta get up, go and grind every day. We work. A lot of black people are check to check.
That's right.
So black defines hustle. Being a nigga, being a black person, that defines hustle, you know. And that's why I said, man, the power is ultimate. You feel me? Like, no matter how much money a motherfucker got, the power is ultimate. Power in decision making, power is ultimate.
FnGHAZE, It's been a real honor, bro, having you here. You hear me, man?
Hey, and look out for me. I got some new shit
Tell
about
us
to
some
drop.
stuff.
I got some new shit that's about to drop. I'm going crazy this year. Shout out to my baby. We developing some shit. Coming soon for y'all at E-Hop Productions as well. Baby, you got some shit you want to let them know about? Her birthday is coming up. So we about to celebrate for that. You feel me? We got a birthday coming up. So, yeah, we just living life. And I got a few singles that's about to drop.
Watch for that, yo.
Price Go Up is one of them. That shit go crazy. So fuck with me. You know the vibe. And follow me at FnGHAZE on everything. Stream my shit.
FnGHAZE on everything. FnGHAZE also on Instagram. FnGHAZE. FnGHAZE on iTunes. FnGHAZE all over the fucking place. You hear what I'm saying to you? It's been a pleasure once again. It's your boy, OMD Dex 300. We have the most loveliest woman in the world here, Empress, correct? Am I correct? Empress, and the one and only FnGHAZE. It's been a pleasure, y'all. LA's finest, not San Diego, goddammit. Shout out to
Hey, look, I love Dago, man. Shout out to all of my homies out there from Skyline to San Ysidro to Southeast. My niggas over there, AJ at SD Customs. Big folks in San Diego, my nigga Sanchez Prince. Man, we got family. I got love in San Diego, man.
And remember this right here too. Go grab this if you can. It's in your local route stores or liquor store somewhere. Shout out FnGHAZE.
I appreciate you.
It's all good, your boy OMD. We'll check you out on Thursday. We got another little young lady coming in here, baby doll, shooting me in here. Can you believe it? Holla at y'all. See y'all Thursday night.
Legends, baby.
No amount of reparations given could cover restitution for the black.
Okay,
As the black man on the streets walk by.
Hey, holla at y'all.
That's a sign of respect for